me feel like. It make you go and get some money. Get some money. Ooh, yeah.
Steve Harvey. I hear y'all take vacations together on the yacht or something.
Well, we get on the boat with Magic and Cookie. Steve and Marjorie have their own boat.
But I also grew up in segregation, so I learned a lot of lessons that, you know, most people don't have to learn today or shouldn't have to learn, but I learned how to, you know, conduct myself around the superior race in an interesting sort of way.
Samuel L. Jackson has called out Steve Harvey and Tiffany Haddish for playing black caricatures and promoting harmful stereotypes about black people. For decades, Samuel has been a voice of black empowerment, using his platform to advocate for better rights for black artists. However, he recently revealed that there is a dangerous pattern among certain black artists who, instead of using their platform for good, promote unhealthy behaviors that paint people in a bad light. Now, Samuel and Steve Harvey have been beefing for a long time, so it's not surprising he doesn't have anything good to say about Steve. But other artists like Cat Williams have also called Steve and Tiffany out for performing blackness, accusing them of being industry plants and sellouts. But are Steve Harvey and Tiffany Haddish really playing black caricatures? And what does Samuel L. Jackson have to say about it? Let's find out.
There's always been black women on the show, you know, passing through there, but she's the one that's gotten the furthest because apparently every year one of the final two or final three becomes the Bachelorette next year. So she's the one that's gotten.
Wow, okay, I had no idea.
Recently, there has been a fresh discussion about racism in Hollywood, triggered by Taraji P. Henson's teary revelations of being lowballed in the industry. Several black artists started weighing in on the issue, leading to an even broader discussion of black artists who use their platform to promote harmful stereotypes. Of course, two people accused of being sellouts are Steve Harvey and Tiffany Haddish, also believed to be industry plants. Steve and Tiffany have also been accused of playing to white people's narratives of black people as being loud and ignorant. The conversation took an even more serious tone when Samuel L. Jackson weighed in, calling out Steve and Tiffany for playing black caricatures. Now, when it comes to Samuel L. Jackson, his statements on race and racial profiling hold weight in the black community because he is not just an excellent and legendary actor, he is also an important voice in the black rights movement. However, fans aren't exactly surprised to see Samuel calling Steve out because the two have a rough history. If you didn't know, Samuel L. Jackson and Bernie Mac were close friends before Bernie passed away. So, like any good bestie, Samuel sort of inherited Bernie's beef with Steve. And this has made Samuel skeptical about Steve's public and professional image. When Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hewley did the original Kings of Comedy tour together in the early 2000s, Steve's alleged jealousy of Bernie caused so much tension among the group that they could never work together again. According to Cedric, their egos were too big for them to ever see eye to eye, making it impossible for the group to link up again. Now, what was the real reason why Steve and Bernie hated each other so much? Well, Steve was allegedly jealous of Bernie's ability to grab the audience while keeping it classy and rib-cracking funny, while he couldn't make jokes without insulting the audience. Because of this, Steve allegedly tried to sabotage Bernie and steal his jokes. Speaking of sabotaging a fellow black comedian, Cat Williams has also called out Steve Harvey for being one of the people perpetuating the Hollywood goal of emasculating black men by forcing them to wear a dress on screen before they can become successful. Cat said Steve made Cedric, the Entertainer, wear a dress on screen despite knowing how that would reflect on the black community. According to Cat, wearing a dress is one of the things Hollywood made black male artists do to show how far they were willing to go to get money and fame. He even called out Kevin Hart for doing the same thing, saying the most ridiculous thing ever is a black man in a dress. Steve was also one of the comedians that Cat fired shots at during his recent Club Shay Shay interview. According to Cat, Steve was talentless, and the only only reason why he was successful was that he was an industry plant and had sold his soul for fame. Kat even pointed out that he humiliated Steve into quitting stand-up comedy when they got into a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy, and he exposed Steve's baldness in front of 10,000 people. Meanwhile, Steve had previously claimed that the reason why he quit stand-up comedy was that he already had 7 TV shows, which Kat said he didn't. Then there's the fact that Steve Harvey has had some of the most problematic opinions in the last few years, including some that are downright misogynistic. For example, Steve once said, "Why do men cheat? It's really because there are so many women out there that are willing to cheat with them." Never mind that some of those women he's insulting like that are his paying fans. Then, when he was asked to advise women on how they can turn away suitors, all he had to say was, "You cannot stop a guy. Once a guy is interested in you, we lock in. We don't care what you do." Given his history with women, Steve shouldn't even be in a position to give that type of advice in the first place, but that's a story for another day. Critics have also called Steve out for saying atheists are immoral and corrupt. According to him, if you're talking to a dude and he tells you he's atheist, you need to pack up and go home. You're talking to a person who doesn't believe in God. What's his moral barometer? If you're an atheist, you're basing your goodness and morality on what? We don't even have to go into how problematic that opinion is and how it paints Black people as backward and ignorant.
I can tell you what it feel like.